Hello everybody and welcome back to another Starcraft II video by Konungr where we watch some of my Zerg videos. So, quick update before we get into, well, not really an update, just some of my thoughts. What I'm looking at doing is I'm going to try to play at least an hour every night. It's 3 to 4 games depending on how they go. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to upload at least one video from each session that I played. So right now I just played 7 games. Pretty good day today, 6-1. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, whenever I go to record a video, it will be one of the matchups, ZvP, ZvT, ZvZ, but it won't, I'll try to do all 3 matchups in 3 days, so it won't ever be 2 matchups back to back. But I'll pick what I felt was my best game for that session. And today's was a ZvT, so let's go ahead and get into this really quick. And this was against Volkanos, who is a Terran. Again on merry-go-round, one of the new maps, which is a 3-person map, so spawn in one of the 2 spots, or one of the 3 spots. And let's go ahead in there. And let's go ahead and speed just a little bit, setting base cameras. Let's look at production, and we're also going to put up the name just right there. And let's see what we have. So, we're going to rush past this a little bit real quick. So, throw down a 14 pool. Send out a scouting drone. Why is that? There we go. Much better. Okay, so we had the probe, or the, wow, SCV. I called it a probe. The SCV came in, we chased it around, killed it. We did a 13 pool with, or a 14 pool with like a 15 extractor and a 15 hatch. And then we continue on. So we're readjusting all of our overlords. Naturally, whenever I start, I always send the first one out to, especially on this map, I'll send the first one out, usually across, if I'm on one of those, and then I'll send the other one to that direction. Well, luckily my drone had found him, so I can go ahead and turn this guy over here to where he can view the natural, and this guy will come, and he'll come directly into the base. And hopefully that'll be about the time that he starts teching up, so I can see what he's doing. And space camera again. Pool comes up, go ahead and get my queen, 2 pairs of lings to go ahead and get those ready. I also start my baneling's nest and my queen at the same time. I gotta quit moving the camera. Just for protection. As soon as that baneling's nest pops, go ahead and make a couple of safety banelings just in case he brings in a fleet of either Hellions or Reapers. But that was kind of late, and we noticed that he opened up with a tank, has no extra on his barracks or his starport yet, so we know it's probably going to be some kind of mech play. As soon as Lair's done, we get started working on the spire, and we get some stuff out. And he already has out a Viking going around killing some of my overlords, which is fine. I just start massing them up. And instead of sending them out to all the bases, which you see down here that I'm doing, like I mentioned in yesterday's video, I'm going ahead and throwing them in. And there's that Viking just as I get several Mutalisks out, so go and kill those. And there's those 2 Banshees. We had already started working on Overlord, but he's kind of slow. So we start working on Overlord speed. We also have +1 attack for air, +1 melee and armor for ground. We are going ahead, we're droning up to 3 bases. We're also going to start our 4th base. We're playing very greedy today. Throw down the Infestation Pit so we can go ahead and get Hive, because we're going to go straight to Hive for 3/3, as well as 3 attack for our Mutas, and get Ultralisks up. We saw something come up around that corner. Wasn't sure what it was. focus around here, didn't see anything. So it'll pop back up here in just a second. And there it is. So they do manage to kill my extractor, but that's no biggie. Hive's almost done, as well as our secondary upgrades. So we go ahead and start our melee attack, or our Ling attack, our air +3 attack, +2 is about to finish. We also get our Ultralisk Den down. So we're already maxed out. We're about to go sacrifice this army just so we can build a bunch of Ultralisks. Slaughter that. And just as this attack's finished, well, we're gonna this attack play out in just a moment. Okay, so this attack's pretty much finished. Let's see what we have. Okay, he's killed 139 of my units. I've killed 56 of his and 23. Army supply. Wait. Yeah, okay. Army supply, I have 10 more supply in him, and I have 32 workers more. Okay, I'm missing one of the tabs. Where's units lost? Okay, units lost. So we're just about on even ground. He's got me beat by about 1,000 resources right now. But my economy, I wanted to keep that up there. Where is my income? Ah, income. Okay, so even though he's got me beat by 1,000 resources and resources lost, I'm doubling his income. So, which helps quite a bit. So there's that. Let's go ahead and back there, and we're also going to start this game back over. So we're just kind of throwing units away right now. We're not too worried about it, because we've got him pushed back on his second. There come our Ultralisks. We're going ahead and morphing a few Banelings, and we're going to go start moving these down. And we're just going to wait here, let some of our units mass up, start working on a few more MutaLisks, and here comes a group of Vikings, and he's coming to counterattack with a bunch of Helbats and that tank. Unfortunately, Ultralisks just destroy him. So he keeps killing off my overseers. It's kind of difficult, but not too bad. So we continue doing that. He's cranking out a few more units. Thor, Banshee. His Vikings are doing quite a bit of damage. They're managing to tear down most of my things, but that's alright. So we have officially pushed this guy back into his main base, which is probably about mined out. Let's take a look at this real quick. Yeah, he's pretty much done. So we get in there, start attacking this, and he goes ahead and gives us the GG. So, fairly good game. Most players would not go MutaLingBling versus a Mech player, though this guy wasn't. He wasn't being greedy enough to overtake us, because we were on 4 bases comfortably at 72 workers while he was just starting his third. So just the sheer resource income that we had was enough to put him out, though he did have somewhat of a better comp. All of his Viking and Banshees were theoretically would have destroyed us, as well as his Helbats would have just blown through our Lings, which they did a couple of times, but with our income we were able to remax out faster, or reinforce our units a lot faster. So, pretty good game. Like I said, I'm going to try to upload at least a video every night that I do game. Right now, ZvT is by far my best matchup. let's see, go in here, ladders, statistics, and you can't see those numbers, so give me one moment. Okay, so as you can see here, we're at 60% on Protoss, we are at 83% versus Terran, and we're at 36% versus Zerg. So Zerg is definitely falling behind just a little bit, but it's the race versus race, or mirror matchups, generally tend to be a little bit more difficult. On any of them, that it just kind of depends on how I open as to whether or not I'll be in a good seating. Because generally you're either going to go Roach Hydra or you're going to go Ling Muta, usually. Now, every once in a while you'll also throw in the Mutas in there with the Roach Hydra, but generally it balances out that way. So, if my opponent goes Roaches early, and I open with MutaLingBling, he'll just tear through me if he attacks early. If I can amass up enough Mutas, which I had a game 3 games ago. It was right before the one I lost. Because funnily enough, this one, he went Roach Hydra, but he waited. We both maxed out. We were both going for our 5th base when we went head to head. And I just tore through him, pulled out my Ultralisks, and tore through him again. And the other one, the only one I've lost today, which was this one, which is on the other new map, which we haven't seen yet, the Polar Night-ish type map. He went for a timing attack. It was a 10-minute roach rush, so got out, immediately went up to 3 bases with roaches, got roach speed +1 armor, and just swooped in and rushed through. I was working on my 3rd base when he came in, so he messed up. He did a very quick timing attack and just took me by surprise. Other than that, though, if they don't attack early, I'm generally in the lead because I play semi-greedy, I would suppose. But anyways, thank you for watching this video, and we will see you next time.